Yo,
Peace, legend. Peace, peace, peace.
peace, God, what's popping, man?
Man, my nigga, first and foremost, I want to thank you for hopping on this joint with me, bro. It means a lot to chat with you and get some gems for the people. And really, I want to hear some of these. I got a lot of good questions for you, just that I've been dying to ask, and I'm glad we connected. So we
Word,
chat for real. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, let me tell you some shit. My
word.
nigga, my mom's I feel like I was like 10 or 11. She banned me from listening to Onyx, nigga.
Word.
Back the fuck up teas and all that. She was like, fuck no. No. I still was listening. That's the
Hell
show.
yeah.
That's where my
No,
admiration is at, nigga.
yo,
That's why I'm like,
nobody got the
no.
approval from Mom Duke. Nobody got the approval from that Back the Fuck Up album. That shit was off limits, nigga. Word. Word up, nigga.
It means so much to me that I can have a legend like yourself that was fucking Carlton Hines, nigga. You bowled in both worlds, nigga. You feel me? Or as far as the acting shit goes and the
Word.
music shit goes, being on both heights, you know what I mean? Still on the show that's on syndication right now. 20 years later, still in syndication, nigga. Big up to you. You know what I mean? And you a New York born and raised. You know what I mean? It's an honor, bro. It's an honor. I had to give you your flowers before I could see you and give you some real flowers, give you some weed. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt. I heard you got it too, my nigga.
Yeah.
I heard you got it. You that guy. Word, but thank you, my brother. You already know, man. Salute to you too, my nigga. Word. You know, you doing your thing right now, man. I've been watching you for a minute. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rocking with you, my nigga. Word. For a couple of years now, man. Word. So
That's
yeah,
love,
man.
bro. That's love.
Yeah,
So I got this thing, a joint called independent thinking, right? Where,
yeah.
I got a lot of inspiring rappers, actors, musicians, A&Rs, wrestlers, basketball players, the works. Everybody be in my joint. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, I wanted to get people on this platform that actually been on that height or is headed to that height.
Right.
To, share them. So, first question I got from you, right? So some of today's biggest rappers are successful because of raw and uncut energy, right? When I take a look back, that was super raw, super high energy, I could see the traces in that, right? How does that make you feel in today's game?
I mean, it's just some niggas that tell you that they don't, or they not influenced by what we did too. So, there's a lot of niggas who came before us that I gotta mention. You know what I mean? Leaders of the New School was a big influence for us. You know what I'm saying? When Busta Rhymes and them came out, they scream was heard in my hood, like we was listening. You know what I'm saying? So, I saw them niggas live at the Powerhouse one time. I saw Busta Rhymes and them niggas at the Powerhouse, a club called The Building. And that shit right there changed my perspective of hip hop. Like, they was really the leaders of the New School. You know what I'm saying? Because when they started that shit got crazy. Because then after them, it was Daz Effects. Then you had Cypress Hills. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Naughty by Nature. All them niggas was rocking. All them niggas was kind of, they was screaming basically. Like, niggas wasn't screaming. But when we came in the game, we met Jam Master Jay. He was like, yo, y'all gotta wreck all these niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, on some competitive shit. Jam Master Jay was like, yo, y'all gotta come louder, harder, more crazy, saying more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he put the battery in our back. But it feels good to see, artists now today still carrying that legacy, still carrying that torch. You know what I'm saying? Guys like, Dope D.O.D., these kids from the Netherlands, Flatbush Zombies, and
shout out to the Flatbush Zombies.
Yeah. ASAP Mob got a little bit of some of that with ASAP Ferg. You know what I'm saying? So, it's good to see that the culture of what we put in the game is still moving. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta shout out the Beastie Boys, man. Like the Beastie Boys, like, I remember I had the album, I had the Pull Out album, I had the License to Ill album. And the reason I had it is because I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have something like, you don't go get an album that you don't want unless you really want it. So the Beastie Boys, you know, that slow and low, let yourself go. That record right there was basic. That record right there started Onyx to me, because that was the record in the back of my mind when I'm creating records like Throw Your Guns and Slam. That slow and low record.
That's crazy. So Beastie Boys inspired that.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, they gave us
the undertone.
Yeah, undertone. Right.
Right. That's ill. So I know Jam Master Jay was a mentor to y'all, right? Like, what did you learn from Jam Master Jay?
What I learned from Jay was I learned so many things from Jam Master Jay, man. He was more than like a big brother, because we broke bread, like we got bags together. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Jam Master Jay, like what I learned from Jay was to just be genuine. And I learned that just from watching him. Like, it wasn't even something he taught me. It's just something that I seen in him. You know what I'm saying? When I think about Jam Master Jay, all I think about is his smile. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shit we've been through, and I think about his smile and just his personality and how he just stayed genuine. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. So I think that's what I learned from Jam Master Jay, man. Just kind of like, just be yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah.
Who else?
Jay started everything. What Jay brought to Run DMC was crazy. Like, he brought the street essence of what Running D already was doing. Like, he brought the fashion, he brought the vibe. And when he came, I'm sure the rhymes changed too. You know what I'm saying? Not just the clothes, but the whole mind state of the way they was coming at the game had to change. So yeah, Jam Master Jay was kind of like the architect of hip hop, if you're thinking about it. So, you know, me meeting Jay, he gave that energy to me to be an architect of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Who else did Jay mentor around that time when you was running with Jay? Was there any other artists that was in that fleet that y'all used to be around, that y'all met through Jay maybe?
Jay had this group called The Family when we had JMJ Records. That was his first group. They were like an R&B group. They was like the hip hop Jackson 5 and shit. So, word. Shout out to my man T Hustle and shit. The Family. We actually wrote a record for them. When we first met Jay, he had The Family side. Well, not when we first met him. When he first got the money to you know, get the label popping, he signed Family, and we wrote a record for them. You know what I'm saying? Before we even came out with Onyx Records, we wrote a record for this R&B group called Family, called Runs in the Family. That was our first ghostwriting job. Got a bag, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hard. That's hard.
But Jay was around. You know, Jay started a lot of rappers in the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jay had this kid named who else? He had this kid named damn, I forgot. Jay even tried to rhyme himself. He had a group called Ill Hillbilly.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. I never knew that. That's crazy. Yo, you might be one of the only niggas in the pick with Big and Pac. Like, what was it like? Even like, what were they like in those times? And like, how was, because I was trying to pull up the pick on my screen. I'm not that tech savvy to even do it.
Right.
I got this pick with you, Big, Pac, and I feel like it's somebody else it's a few other people in the flick, but I was like, wow, like when was this flick taken?
I never seen that pick you talking about.
Nigga, I'm gonna text it to you.
Me, I wish Pac and Big in the same pick.
You, Pac and Big in the same pick, bro. I'm gonna text it.
It had to be the tunnel.
The tunnel.
It had to be the tunnel. I think if I'm correct, because I only saw Pac 3 times in my life. The first time I seen Pac was in the tunnel, right before the incident at Quad.
Right.
So I'm thinking it had to be that night. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely remember Junior Mafia being there. So you know what I'm saying? That when you in the tunnel, it's a lot of shit moving around. You got 30 niggas with you. Them niggas got 30. It's popping. Everything is popping in the tunnel. So yeah, there probably was some shit. We took a picture and then, you know what I'm saying? Some shit just happened. You know, that's how it was moving back in the days. Shit was crazy in New York. Funk Master Flex had this shit crazy. Rest in peace to Big Cat too, man.
Rest in peace, Big. What was that like in the tunnel back then? See, because I'm from the generation after that, so I didn't really get to embrace the tunnel and be a part of that vibe, as you know, especially an artist. What would that be like right now? Like what could we compare that to?
The tunnel would be closed right now. It would be illegal. Like shit like that. It just, you couldn't have it. But the tunnel, I don't know. It was just like, it was its own culture. I actually wrote a script about the tunnel. It's not about the tunnel. It's about these kids trying to get to the tunnel. And when we used to try to go to the tunnel, there was this projects called Chelsea Projects. And you can either walk that way or you can walk through Chelsea Projects. If you walk through Chelsea Projects, you won't get there quicker. But niggas in Chelsea trying to rob you. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, the tunnel is the type of club, niggas, like, you got the best hip hop in New York. You got anybody who's hot in hip hop is coming through. You know what I'm saying? DMX, Lox, Biggie, whoever. Like, niggas is Puffy. Everybody's in the tunnel on a Sunday night. It was a Sunday night. It was rocking. You know what I'm saying? When you walking in the tunnel, a nigga is walking out the tunnel with his face slashed or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the vibe set. When you walk in, it's like, okay, they got the shit where they searching, you know, they searching you. You got to take your shoes off, everything. They got the biggest bouncers in New York City. I think that nigga Vin Diesel was a bouncer at the tunnel. I think he was the head bouncer.
I read some shit like that, but I'm like, maybe that's bullshit. But hearing you.
Nah, Vin Diesel was definitely there. And it was a little white chick named Jessica. This chick, I think she was from Long Island or some shit. She was running the whole show, little white chick, Jewish chick, running the whole shit. She like holding it down. I'm talking about the roughest, toughest niggas in New York, the drug dealers, the rappers, the gangsters.
Balloon, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. And one thing about the tunnel, man, the bathrooms was unisex bathrooms.
That's
so it was crazy.
That's crazy.
That was the crazy shit about the tunnel. You can't forget about that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but it was crazy, man.
The unisex bathroom. Wow. What? Like, I want something. You said you was writing this. You wrote a script for the kids trying to make it to the tunnel. So that segued perfectly into what I want to ask. Spike Lee. That's one of my favorite movies. Is Calacas. What was it like? What was your experience like working with Spike?
Spike Lee. Spike Lee is I call Spike Lee. He's like the quiet assassin. He don't say much, but what he does is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? He's not a man of many words on the set. You know what I'm saying? When I met Spike, he was like, "Yo, when we auditioned, me and Sticky was both in the movie. That was the crazy shit."
Shout out to Sticky in here. I've seen he.
So this is the first time me and Sticky in the movie together. So that alone was crazy. Like, to be in a movie with the guy you grew up with. He's my cousin, my younger cousin. This is the guy. I mean, this is my family. So now we in a movie together. So that right there was just crazy. And now we in a movie with Spike Lee. So just the feeling of that was just, you know, it was for us. It was special. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And shot it in Gowanus Projects. Shout to Gowanus. Them niggas showed mad love. You know what I'm saying? We had one little incident. An actor had one incident, but we, you know what I'm saying, we smoothed everything out. Shout to my nigga Hassan. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Johnson was in Calacas, Makai fight for them niggas. Yeah, it was crazy, man. We was there for like 3 months in the projects. So we became part of the fabric. Like, we was coming out our trailer, smoking with niggas in the projects, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Gambling with niggas, all types of shit. Like, we was part of the fabric, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
I think Spike Lee was keeping it 100, paying niggas too. Like, yo, like he was paying for, you know, doing the 1-2. So everybody was happy around us. Everybody.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
hard. That's hard.
Yeah. Spike, Spike,
What was like?
yeah.
What was auditions like for rappers back then? Like y'all auditioned for Clockers, or that was just like a part that they wrote with you guys in mind? But what were those like?
Nah, it was audition. Everything was audition. It's still audition. You know,
Mm.
you walking in there. We already had the Onyx shit popping, so I think the you know, the confidence was very, you know what I'm saying, up at the time. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
because what Onyx was doing at the time in New York was incredible with like Throw Your Guns and Slam, the Back the Fuck Up album. At that time, double platinum, Slam double platinum, niggas chilling.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you walk, it's like yo, like it was, you know, it was crazy. It was like, yo, this shit was almost like a movie. Well, it is a movie because everybody's story could be a movie. And we got the Onyx movie
Right.
too, but that script is crazy. That's something else I'm gonna talk about. But yeah, man, it just, you know, the auditions, you go in there and you just go in there to take this shit. You like, yo, this is gonna be mine. Like you walking in there like, yo, this is my shit. So audition for Clockers, that's the attitude we had. And that's the attitude he wanted. You know what I'm saying? He wanted some
Right.
niggas, from the projects who sold drugs. That's what Clockers was about. So that's what
Mm.
we gave. You know what I'm saying? We gave him some, you know, some street shit.
And that's why it was so authentic. I feel like that's why it was captured that way, and we took it the way how we saw it because it was authentic to what was going on with y'all. So that
Yo,
makes perfect.
but Spike is ill because he created his own world with the movie. If you look deep, if you really look into how deep the details was in that movie, like everything was ill. Like it was this, yo, like Makai Pfeiffer was drinking his own like Yoo-hoo. We was drinking our own different 40s. Like it was just everything different. Like
Huh.
so that part of the detail was some shit probably people don't like even recognize. But yo, that shit was ill. It was like we was in our own world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The way Spike, yeah,
That's hard.
Spike is fucking genius, man. I don't know what the
And
fuck the Knicks is doing, you know, with all that shit at the Garden and all
it's
that. But yo,
perfect. That was my next question.
The Knicks guy, yo, what the fuck, man? That's Spike Lee. He should go through any entrance he wanna fucking go to. Matter of fact, they should be paying that nigga for marketing.
At this point,
Spike Lee, like he should be on the payroll. I don't get it. Like, anyway, let's get back to the subject. The Knicks is
right.
crazy.
That's a fact. And I'm a lifelong Knicks fan. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Spike is the New York Knicks. When you look at Spike Lee, you know, you think of him being a legendary filmmaker, director, and then you think New York Knicks. He's just as important to the Knicks as Patrick Ewing. So, you know, I think it is very, very disrespectful that the organization is doing.
Gotta fix that. He gotta fix that.
Yeah, the commission right now. The commission is in there right now. So hopefully he gets.
Oh man, let's fix that.
Yeah.
Word.
Leon Rose in there too. So hopefully they get that done. Now, right. So now, you know, we went from movies, you know, actually before we even do this, what was it like doing Sunset Park? Because that shit was like, Sunset Park is like a cultural reference, bro. That movie, as far as style goes, you know what I mean? That yellow goose, nigga. You know what I mean? It's different. You feel me? Like niggas wanted that yellow goose. You feel me? That's why I said it was a cultural reference. What was it like filming Sunset Park?
Before I would tell you about the movie Sunset Park, they didn't even want me to wear the yellow goose.
No.
I was like, yo, I want to wear yellow, because they was, you know, they asked what you want to wear. I said, I want to wear a yellow goose with some Timbs. They was like, yellow? Because, you know, they thought it was, you know, I was like, yeah, yellow. They got a yellow goose and shit. But that movie was crazy, man. Shout to Talented Comedian. He was crazy. My man Anthony C. Hall, Antoine Tanner, DeAndre Bonds, and Terrence Howard. Me and Terrence Howard was like, that was my nigga when we was filming this shit. Word up, we was blowing it down. Like we had a real connection shooting that movie. And Terrence Howard, to me, was kind of like I like as far as acting, me and him was like, he was like an acting coach for real. Like he came at it like on some OG shit. Like he gave me a lot of like shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when you watch a movie, it's a lot that goes behind acting. The actors really help each other out to make the scene the best it could be. You know what I'm saying? And I was a new actor, wet behind the ears. I ain't really know too much, and he saw the energy and he gave me a lot of pointers and point me in a lot of different directions of how to come at the situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout to my man Terrence Howard, man. That movie was because I love basketball. I love basketball as a kid. I was on a basketball team. I was riding the bench, so I ain't gonna front.
But you was on the team, nigga.
I was on John Adams' basketball team, nigga, probably for like 2 days. As long as I had the uniform, the jacket and all that.
That's all I count.
I love basketball. I just can't play too good. So it was cool to play, point guard in the movie and all that. I did have a basketball double, but it was cool, man. You had young niggas from everywhere making a fucking movie, man, a black movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just everybody from the hood. Most of us was from the hood, man. When you making a movie at a young age, it's a dream come true.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, you can go purchase that ticket and go sit there and watch me on the big screen. You know what I mean?
Man.
That's different right now.
Not a lot of people get that opportunity, my nigga. That shit is crazy, B. Like, when you look back at it, you like, damn. Because when you're doing it, it's just like, all right, this is what I'm doing right now. But when you look back, you're like, wow, this is cool. Like, damn, hip hop is cool.
That's crazy. Right. So now we went to, I want to cross into TV, right? Law and Order, New York Undercover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You worked on a lot of TV's craziest hip hop inspired shows. What was that experience like?
I mean, movies and TV, it's basically the same type of setting, you know what I mean? But to work on shows like Law and Order with actors that you see on TV for years, I mean, it's just crazy to do scenes, and it's just crazy that you sitting there with an actor that's a real actor, like not, you know what I'm saying? And you're doing the scene with them, and they respect you.
Right.
Every time you do like a Law and Order or The Wire, they respect you as an actor. Like, you know what I mean? Not just you come in as a rapper. Like, no, they respect you and you gotta give it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a war. It's a war going on outside. Nobody's safe from, nigga. When you on the set with another actor, it's like boxing. It's like who gonna get the best of each other. And if you keep that mind state, then the scene will come out great. You know what I'm saying? Word.
All right. So on the flip side of that, you spent years on Moesha. How was you able to flip from your character from the crime side shit to a lighter, funnier side for primetime television?
It was like it was an audition. Here's the funny shit though. All right, so cool. Onyx is popping. I don't know if Sunset Park came out at that time, but I think it did.
It did, because I think
that was the reason why I got the audition, because it's Shorty Doo-Wop. And I heard, I think I heard there was some other rappers up for the role. I can't remember who, but I'm sure it was some other rappers that was hot at the time. I think Tretch and a couple of other, I don't know. But so here's the shit. There's an audition. I gotta go to 83rd Street. 83rd and like 5th Ave and shit, you know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm in the red drop and shit. I'm just chilling in the city. Regular day, I'm smoking weed, all that, whatever, right before the audition, all that. I park in front of the fucking audition and shit. I said, all right, I'm like 5 minutes early. I'm blowing it down like this. Right? Crazy, like, I'm blowing it down.
Before you do the audition, you booted, zooted.
I'm like, smelling like weed, all that. Boom. A black dude walks by. I look right at the dude. He looked right at me in my face and shit. He goes upside, goes in the building, whatever. I don't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Spray the cologne, do all that shit. Go upstairs, and I walk in the fucking room. The guy that walked upstairs, the black guy, is the producer of the Moesha show.
Ah, the nigga that see you getting high outside.
Ralph Fuqua. Straight up, I was like, oh,
crazy.
Shit. I was like, oh, shit. They was like, all right, man, so what we want you to do, we want you to freestyle. Freestyle. I thought I was here for an audition. They was like, nah, we just want you to freestyle. I freestyle, did my little 1-2. They was like, all right, so read these little lines and shit. I read them. Boom, boom, boom. Walked out of there. They called me like, yo, what's up? I said, let's do it. And I was apprehensive in doing my Moesha because, like you said, it was like a cookie cut, clean show. And I had the Onyx, you know, fans, the Onyx shit going on. And at first I was like, nah, that shit is corny. I ain't really trying to do that shit. And then I was like, how much they paying?
So hold on. So the TV bag is bigger than the movie bag?
Nah, it ain't bigger than the movie bag. You know, it depends on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's consistent though.
Right.
TV bag is consistent because you're on the show every day. You know what I'm saying? Until you get a high hit, whatever. But you know, the set is different too. It depends on what kind of movie you're doing. Like the movie Talk we did was that shit was crazy with Joseph Kahn. That movie was like $150 million budget type joint. That shit was crazy.
Ooh. That's
shout
crazy.
out to my big bro Ice Cube on that joint. Yeah, that joint was crazy.
See, a question for me, right? Because I'm into acting and I want to really graduate and really get into that, right? Like for when you doing movies and you doing TV, do you need to be a part of a union when you're doing work for TV too? Like, was there a SAG back then? Like, did you have to be a part of that back then in order to do that?
Sure, there's a union. There needs to be a union for hip hop too. We need a union for hip hop. Like hip
hop.
There's no union for hip hop artists, like a union where artists have medical coverage. If they paying their union dues and shit like that, like a pension plan. You know what I'm saying? That you jumped on stage for 20 years, like 30 years, what do you get after that? Like there's no union for rappers. And there should be. You know what I'm saying? Of course there should be qualifications, like just like qualifications to get in SAG, but there's no union for music artists. Right. So, you know, big boys need to get it rocking, man. Like we need a union for hip hop artists.
Yeah. That's a fact. That would be game.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'd be. Yo, what did you think? You thought movie soundtracks played a part in the streets back then?
Oh, for sure. And we made it like even from the movie Strap, the first movie I ever did. Sticky was in the movie. Everybody was busted around. A lot of people was in that movie. People don't realize. Dies Effects, Moni Love, Yo. Like Forrest Whitaker put the whole hip hop, every Busta Rhymes, everybody was in Strap, dog. But anyway, yeah, the soundtrack. When I was walking through the schoolyard with the leg up, Back the Fuck Up was playing, or some bitch ass niggas or something. Like we made sure we was on the soundtrack. And every movie we been in soundtrack, except the Calacas, I don't know. No, we wasn't on Calacas soundtrack. But yeah, man, soundtracks. That shit used to get people to go see the movie. It was marketing. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's a lost gem today, right? Because they don't really have movie soundtracks no more. You know what I mean? Like artists have to go make their unofficial soundtracks, like how Jay made American Gangster. I don't think that was correlated to the movie per se. It was more inspired instead of when it should have been a part of the movie, like the Blue Streak soundtrack, like Sunset Park soundtrack, and
and Sunset Park soundtrack, Pac was on that soundtrack, Mobb Deep was on that soundtrack, and it's the crazy shit. When we got a picture with Biggie in the studio, and I ain't even gonna get that story, but we was there to be on the Who's the Man soundtrack, and Naughty by Nature. The record never came out. It was called Flip That Shit. So soundtracks, man, that's what we was there doing a song for a soundtrack. Soundtracks was part of all the movies coming up.
That's hard.
Yeah.
So how was it coming up from BK to Queens? And when did you meet the Lost Boys?
All right, cool. I lived in Brooklyn till I was about 14, 15. I lived in Flatbush, East 18th Street, Cotillion Road. I was born on Halsey Street, though. Then my mom's moved to Flatbush. Sticky from Flatbush, too. He lived on Ocean Avenue H. So, that's what we was doing coming up. you know, learning how to, you know, be bad little niggas. We was in Brooklyn. And then, yeah. And then I moved outside Queens. I moved to Rockaway Boulevard. When I moved to Rockaway Boulevard, you know, that's the same area. Cheeks from the Lost Boys, the whole Lost Boys from that area, you know. Yeah, I went to school with the Lost Boys. John Adams, all of us.
Wow.
Rest in peace to Ricky Ty. Me, Big DS, Son C, the Lost, Onyx and Lost Boys went to the same high school at the same time.
That's crazy.
So you know the high school was crazy. There was this nigga in school, right? This nigga name was LL Cool Ray.
LL Cool Ray?
LL Cool Ray, my nigga. And this nigga swore he was nice, my nigga. This nigga, oh my God. I forgot about this nigga. Yo, this nigga used to battle everybody. I know he battled Cheeks. I know he battled me. This nigga was like 6'5" tall and just thought he was cool. Nigga name was LL Cool Ray. Shout to that nigga.
I mean, nigga took Tom Smith whole shit and spent it. Nigga said, "Oh, I'm LL Cool Ray, the Ray instead of the J."
Corny, my nigga. Yeah, man. You know, yeah. So I moved to Queens, and you know, and then I moved to Queens. We started rocking in a park called Baisley Park. So now I'm like, I guess 16. I'm like 16. I think it's like 86. Yeah, like 86. I remember Rockin record was out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And me and Cheeks, we used to go to Baisley Park, and we was little niggas rocking on the mic. You know what I mean? With the older guys like Grandmaster Vic. You know what I'm saying? Dada Rock, niggas like that. We was the young niggas coming up, like 16, 15, 16 coming up, rhyming. So we started in Baisley. That's how we, you know, that's how I started really rocking from the park era. I'm from the park era, my nigga. Like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I took the park route. Not one of these rappers who was in the studio and then they came out. Like, I did the park shit. You know what I'm saying? I got under the ropes. You know what I'm saying? It's either you gonna be under the ropes when they got the park jam, or you gonna be outside of the ropes watching.
Right.
I'm a look, nigga. My attitude, I'm getting under this rope, and I'm gonna let niggas know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And everything was off the head, freestyling, smoking weed. You know, just I loved hip hop. The first time I heard Lottie Dottie, I was like, yo,
this is what I need to be doing.
Yeah. That was the record that set it off for me, Lottie Dottie. Because when I heard that record, the first time I heard it was in Baisley Park. And I saw the expression on people's faces. Everybody was happy. Everybody was just in love, you know what I'm saying, with hip hop. And I was like, yo, I want to make people feel like that.
Right. That's hard, bro. You've been a part of a lot of hip hop moments, bro, and just a lot of hip hop period, like just, you know, with the people that cross your paths on the way, like niggas like Prodigy, rest in peace, Prodigy. Like I got a flick of you and P. I got a flick of you and Nas. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? I know it's Queen shit too, but at the same time, like, what was the camaraderie with y'all back then?
Hip hop was love, man. Hip hop was love, man. Everybody loved each other. It was no bullshit. Everybody was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we love Mobb Deep shit. We love Nas shit. Like, we love, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So the camaraderie was like we was all in one big school. Like, you know, the school of hip hop. We was all in one big school. You know what I'm saying? Everybody respected everybody. Everybody had the entourages. Everybody was coming through. You know what I'm saying? So, what up? See, nigga, what up? It was good. Everything is good. You know what I'm saying? It was love. Straight up. New York was good, man. New York was good.
Right. See, I got a lot of my new homies there, right? Younger guys. And we, you know, I be trying to pull everybody together. I'm the nigga that work with everybody. And I'm like the bridge for a lot of niggas, you know what I mean? So that's what we need in the city. You see what our forefathers was doing. You see what the legends was doing. Niggas be together. Don't act like
platform. My nigga, you definitely keep it alive. This shit is rocking too, my nigga. This shit is, you nice with the pen, my nigga. So, yeah, man. The rest of Fred the Godson too, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Fred, man. Gordo, man. My nigga Federico, man. Shit, yeah, that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not only an artist, but you know, I'm a student. I'm a student of the shit. I like to study what came before me, and you know, I'm a fan still. You know what I mean? And if my research serves me correctly, before Onyx, you cut hair?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I definitely was out. I didn't just cut hair though. To say I cut hair is like an understatement, and I think it takes away from what I was doing. I was fucking nice, nigga, and
Right.
and not even being nice. I was the most richest barber in fucking Queens. I was
Did you
the barber.
famous
Nigga,
around that time? Famous niggas coming to see you around that time?
put it like this: when I was in Adams, before I graduated Adams, I bought a brand new rodeo, whatever the shit was, cash, my nigga. Like I was the illest barber in Queens, nigga, before I got on. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, cause at the time the designs was rocking. Niggas was getting designs. You know what I'm saying? And I was just killing them with designs. I get there Saturday, like 8 o'clock. I got a line, 10 niggas already. I tell a nigga, you come back. Niggas is coming back. I'm coming outside smoking weed. I'm in the barbershop rapping. Yo, I'm gonna be an ill rapper, nigga. That's all niggas heard. Yo, I'm gonna be nice. And then watch this. I'm telling y'all niggas. Until I came out and niggas was like, yo, you said you was gonna do that shit.
You did that shit.
I was cutting Rockin here, like, yo, I was cutting Rockin. Rockin was coming. Yo, listen, Rockin used to come to the barbershop with my nigga Supreme Magnetic from Brooklyn.
Shout out
right?
to Rockin, man.
Shout to Supreme Magnetic. Shout to the 4 Green niggas. This is real shit. They used to come in there. The nigga had a little monkey and shit, right? The nigga came in the barbershop with a little monkey.
Monkey?
A real little monkey, my nigga, in the barbershop with Rockin, Supreme, the whole.
Like
Bogo.
Bogo.
Got the big rope chains. Yo,
right.
Yo, son, niggas got the big cars outside, all that. So Rockin getting in the chair, like, first meeting me, like, yo, I heard you nice. Woo, woo. Yo, what's up? What you want? I said, let me take care of your shit. Woo, woo. I'll put pyramids in the back of his shit with the fucking, like, the Nile River with the star and the crescent over that shit.
Crazy.
Nigga Rockin was like, nigga gave me $500. Nigga, like, yo, hold that.
He gave me $500 for a cut. Hey, yo, Slater, don't ever offer a nigga $100 for a cut. You heard? My nigga got a 5-piece from the guard. Nigga, he got pyramids in the back of his shit. Nigga. Shape up's $250, nigga. Yo,
word. G-Rap used to come to the barbershop. Jam Master J. You know what I mean? Like we had some, and then all the drug dealers was coming through.
Right.
Or, you know, because this is the crack era. You talking about Queens in the 80s, my dude. This is like 88, 89. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. You got young niggas 16, 17 and Porsches. Niggas coming through, flipping Porsches. Niggas fucking any kind of car you could. Niggas had it in the hood. Young niggas.
Look, my barber in here telling me the price just went up. Yeah, whatever, nigga.
Niggas was coming through with gold 325 with BBSs on them at the age of 17, my nigga. Young niggas. That's how Queens was rocking. Queens was crazy, my nigga. Rising to the top everywhere, you know, Queens, nigga.
That was the era, bro. That was the era. And you know me, I'm a YouTube baby from that. I was born in '84. So a lot of this shit, I had to catch up and figure that out. And really, you know, talk to guys like you and talk to the Ron G's and you know guys that was in that.
But I did the hanging out on Rockaway Boulevard. Rockaway Boulevard is in Queens. I did that coming up, right? And I tried to, you know, packs and all that shit. First of all, I don't like working for nobody. And I was working for a nigga. So I didn't like that. And then when I tried to do my own thing, niggas wasn't feeling it. So that wasn't gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't gonna work for me. So I figured out a way. It just started cutting Big DS hair. You know what I'm saying? He was coming through. My pops used to cut my hair. I just grabbed the clip and start cutting. Then I had a line outside my crib. Like, mad niggas was at my crib. My pops was like, yo, you gotta take that shit somewhere else. And then I met my man Terry from Terry's and Joe's. And he gave me a job, man. And that right there put me in the right direction where I didn't have to get arrested. I didn't have to look for look over my, niggas robbing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was smooth. I was under the radar doing my rap shit.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get the fuck out the hood, my nigga. Because a lot of niggas ain't make it out.
Right. Right.
Bro, niggas is dying right around me. Crazy.
Yeah, and that was the era for that. See, a lot of people might not notice about you, but you're an author as well, right? I want to know what led you down that path.
To be an author?
Yeah.
I'm a writer.
Choose children's books, because I want to make that a two-part question.
Oh yeah, I'm an author. I write scripts. I wrote the Onyx script. I wrote a children's book called Little Freddie. And I got young kids, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to young kids. So I wrote a kid book, something simple. You know what I'm saying? It's called The Red Sock.
Where's the book from, bro?
Huh?
My son and my daughter need that. Just to know that I gotta go. We gotta pin that up so niggas know where to get that at. Cause I need that per se.
Anywhere, to Amazon, wherever books are sold, it's called The Red Sock. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it a couple of years ago. And it's just about this kid who lost his red sock. You know what I'm saying? Some simple shit. But that's what kids can relate to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Because the kids is the future. You know what I mean? You gotta invest time with the kids, man. That's the future. So yeah, I could always relate to kids. Cause yeah, that's what it is.
Right. That's some ill shit.
But like I got books, and I wrote another story too. This shit called The Hip Hop Story, and basically it's kind of like the Forrest Gump of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's a fictional story, but it's crazy, man. And I'm kind of halfway through it, and I just love writing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
That's ill, bro. That's ill because nigga, that's three sides of the game, nigga. That's rap, that's acting, that's being an author. You know what I mean? Like those is three different.
I heard Nas wrote Belly. Is that true?
I mean, I heard him and Hype was kind of like co-conspiring it together, but I mean, you know better than me with that. I'm not too sure about that. Next time I run into Esco, I gotta ask him that. But I don't know.
Writers, that's what we can write movies. We can, write poems, children's books, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was an incredible poet. It's crazy. And I think back at this. This is the wild shit. I tried to be a graffiti artist one time. Well, I was a graffiti artist, and I thought I was nice. And my man Life, word up, my man Life. I don't know where that nigga at right now. I don't know. But we was bombing trains. We was bombing trains on the inside of the trains. We was like on a fucking like the E train, like in the train yards and shit. I got arrested. But you know what I was writing? My name was Poet. As a graffiti artist, my name was Poet. When you think about it, that means I always was a writer. Like you know what I'm saying? Even when I chose to be a graffiti writer, my name was Poet.
Right. That's hard. You always have better than you, bro. I mean, some things that ain't what's on you, it's what's in you, and that's one of the things that's always been current in your life. So hence to why you had the success that you've had and continue to have. Like before I let you go, this is something that I always wanted to ask you. What was it like doing Save the Last Dance? You feel me? Because I feel like that was like a crossover film. In a way, you know what I mean? Like I really wasn't expecting to see Fredro Starr and motherfucking Save the Last Dance, and then I seen it.
But see, here's the shit, my nigga. Here's the shit about Save the Last Dance and shit, right?
Right.
I was in a movie, Save the Last Dance, which was a movie about a white young lady who was in love with a black gentleman, right?
Right.
They're supposed to be good dancers. I played the thug in the movie, right? But the lead actor, my man Sean, couldn't dance. I could dance, my nigga. Like, I'm nice, my nigga. Like, son, I'm nice with this dancing shit. Like, when they was doing the movie, I'm looking at this shit like, yo, I'm supposed to be that nigga. They
Right,
got the
right.
fucking roles mixed up. They got the fucking role. Yo, I swear to God, I should have been the other nigga and say the last dance, and it would have had the flavor. You know what I'm saying?
I would have liked to see you and Julia Stiles more on that. So that would have been cool. Just imagining it right now. That would have.
I know one fucking thing. I can dance better than the lead actor. I love Sean the Duck, but I know I can dance better than that nigga, son. Nah, but Shoot Gave the Last Dance was cool, man. We shot it in Chicago. You know, Chicago was one of them cities, man. And you know, I'm not even gonna talk about the movie. While I was shooting the movie in Chicago, we shot the movie. But when I got back to the hotel we were staying, I met my man. I met a good friend in Chicago. He was one of the biggest hustlers in Chicago. So I was with the guy in Chicago while I was shooting the movie. So I was. Yeah,
was good,
right?
He was good. Like, I'm straight.
He lived in the building. He lived in the building with us. I told the doorman, "Yo, who's the dude with the Benz and shit with the crazy TVs?" He's like, "Oh, that's my man." And me and him became good friends. So while we was shooting the movie in Chicago, at night I was going to the clubs, popping bottles. Part of the Chicago structure. My man was from the low end, 39th from the low end. I was in the streets heavy with this nigga every night. While we was shooting the movie Say the Last Dance every night. And then the crazy shit was we did Light It Up in Chicago the year before that. The movie with Usher. They both were shot in Chicago.
Which was another good one. Bro, you've been a part of, that's what I'm saying, bro. The culture, man, like, nigga, you've been a part
of. It was cold as fuck out there. Word. I got love for Chicago though, man. I was out there for like 2 years, man. I loved it. Word.
Yeah, Chicago winters is different. Yeah, so in closing, before I let you go, bro, like, what advice would you give, you know, an artist that's trying to get into acting and trying to make a living from that? Like, what's a gem? What's a tool that we need to take into those rooms with us?
I think if you want to be an actor, don't wait for nobody to give you. Right now, with the world the way it is, don't wait for nobody. Create a fucking TV show on your, whatever. Create a TV show on your Instagram. Fucking, you know, everybody got a cell phone. Everybody got the high tech shit. Shoot shit with your cell phone. Like, you know, practice shit. Monologues. But I'm going to give advice what Jam Master Jay gave me. And this is not advice. I'm just telling motherfuckers, just be yourself no matter what you do. You can rap, act, whatever. Just be yourself, man. I think that's will take you further than trying to be something that you're not.
That's, yeah. And that's a raw and uncut gem. My brother, appreciate you. You know, my nigga, I'm a student, I'm a fan, and I'm honored to even be able to chop it up with you on this platform and give some gems to the people. And once this plague and shit is over, I'm pulling up on you wherever you at, nigga.
Pull up with that bag, nigga.
Pulling up with that bag, and we gonna partake in what we like to do, and we gonna really, you know what I mean? But I appreciate you, bro. This shit means a lot to me, my nigga, and thank you.
I'm glad you reached out. Likewise, I salute you, man. Everything you're doing, man. You know, I just hope your family, everybody is safe, man, and just love is love, my nigga. You already know.
My brother. In a minute, bro.
Say no more, my nigga. Salute. Salute everybody. Holla at y'all. What?
Yeah. Shout out to my dog, Fredro Starr. You know what I mean? Shout out to Steve Lobel. I seen Steve Lobel was in here. I got to get Steve Lobel. We working. I got to get him on here. We got a lot of shit to talk about. You know what I mean? I thank y'all for tuning in. Independent thinking. You know what I mean? It's for everybody. You know what I mean? Tomorrow I'm gonna do something special. You know what I mean? I got some athletes that's coming to come fuck with me. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep independent thinking going for as long as I can keep it going. I'm entertained. I'm a student. I'm a fan. And I just, you know, I want to give insight and I want to enlighten everybody like I'm enlightened. Kush God, bitch. Really.